Welcome back. So today we are going to start a very important topic, and that is related to the matrices. Okay, so as I have told you earlier that the Matlab package basically works on the basis of the matrices. It basically converts all the numbers into the matrices and then process them accordingly. Okay, so today we are going to start it with the procedure that how to convert any numbers or how to save any matrix in the Matlab environment. Okay, so suppose we have a matrix A, and in which we are going to define a matrix which is of size 2 cross 2. Okay, so in order to construct a matrix, first of all you have to write these square brackets. Okay, and after it what you have to do, what you have to do, first of all you have to write the first row, then the second row, and then the third row. Okay, then each of the row will be separated by using the semicolons. So first of all let me have the first row. So in first row let us have the first element 2 and the second element I have is the 3. So this is my first row. Similarly, in order to have the second row, what I have to do, when I will start the second row here, what I will do, I will just put the semicolon here, and after it what I will do, I will write here the values which are in the second row. Okay, so once the values are assigned to the matrix, I can press enter, and after pressing enter I can see that these are the values in which the first row consists of 2 3 and the second row is here 7 8. Okay, so that is the matrix A, which is also available in the workspace. And once I will try to see the workspace, here you can see that in the first 1 1 entry I have 2, in 1 2 entry I have 3, and so on. Okay, so these are the entries of a matrix. Similarly, the size of the matrix is also given here, and it is of data type double. Okay, in order to see the size of a matrix, what I can do here, I can also write the size command here, and after it let me write the name here, and it will give me 2 cross 2. So the first 2 is for the rows and the second 2 is for the columns. Okay, so that is about the matrices. Similarly, you can also construct the 3 cross 3 matrices. So suppose I have B, which is the 3 cross 3 matrix. So let me have here 3 6 9 in the first row, similarly 2 4 6 in the second row, and in the third row I have, let me have 4 8 and 12. Okay, so these are the entries in the matrix of size 3 cross 3. And how to check the size of this matrix? I can check its size by this command. Okay, so in order to show the matrix B, what I can do here, I can just write the value B here, and it will show me all the values which are now available in my matrix B. So that is the procedure of defining or initializing any matrix in the Matlab environment. Okay, despite or instead of all this, I have some built-in matrices which are available in the Matlab environment. So the first very important matrix is basically the zeros matrix. So let me have Z, and Z is equal to the zeros. So the zeros is the built-in matrix in which inside of these brackets I can write the size of the matrix which I want to get. So if I will write here 2, it will give me a square matrix of size 2 cross 2. Okay, so if I don't want to get the square matrix, what I can do here, let us say I want a matrix which will have 2 rows and 1 column. So what I will do, I will write 2 comma 1, which means that I want a matrix of zeros which will have 2 rows and 1 column, and you can very easily see that it is like this matrix. Okay, similarly Z2 can also be written like zeros, and the entries here, let me have 2 rows and 3 columns. So 2 rows and 3 columns are here. Okay, so these are the entries for the zeros matrix. Similarly, another very important matrix is of ones, which is consist of all the ones. Okay, you will see the usabilities of the zeros and ones matrix in many applications, and you will see that the availability of these type of matrices is very handy. which will make most of your tasks very easy. So now let me have another matrix, and that is the 1. So let me have O, and for O's I will write 1s, and in this again the same procedure will be followed here. If I will write 2, it will be 2. If I will write, let me call it O1, and O1 is 2 cross 1, it will be same like 2 rows 1 column. Similarly O2, let me write it 3 rows 2 column, and so on. So this is the same matrix which this all the procedures are the same which I have used for my previous zeros matrix. Okay, the third matrix, which is also of very much importance, is the identity matrix. How to define the identity matrix? So you know the identity matrix. Identity matrix is basically the matrix which has all the diagonal elements equal to 1 while the other elements will be 0. Okay, so that is basically the square matrix in which all the diagonal elements will be 1. Okay, so suppose I want the identity matrix, and let me call it capital I. So in order to construct the identity matrix, the Matlab has a built-in command which is called I. So in order to write it here, what I will do, I will only write the value here, and after writing it, it will give me the identity matrix. You can see that all the diagonal elements here are identity. Okay, basically you don't have to write the other element here, because the identity matrix is always the square matrix, and you don't have to mention both the dimensions of the matrix. So therefore giving only one dimension will be enough to construct the identity matrix. Okay, similarly if I want to construct a matrix of size, let me call it 5 by 5, it will give me this matrix. Okay, so that is the identity matrix. Similarly, despite the identity matrix, sometimes I also need a diagonal matrix in which I will have some elements, and why I want to put those elements in the diagonal of a matrix. So suppose I have the values which are V. So in V I have some values like 2, 4, 8 and 9. These are 4 elements, and I want to construct the matrix in which these 4 are basically the diagonal elements. I can also do this by constructing the identity matrix first and then assigning each value to the respective elements of the matrix, but it will be a very lengthy process. So instead of doing all this, Matlab basically make it easier for you to just write the command diag and writing V here and just pressing enter. What it will do, it will just construct a matrix in which the diagonal elements will be 2, 4, 8, 9. So this is basically the diagonal matrix which I want. Similarly, if I have V2 and in V2 I have 2 elements which are 10 and let me call it 200. Okay, so this is V2, and in order to construct a matrix D1, and that is basically the diag, that is the command, and writing V2 here, it will give me this matrix. So that is a very handy matrix which you guys will use in many applications. Okay, similarly another very important type of matrix is the random matrix. So in order to construct a random matrix, what I have to write, I have to write rand, and writing 3 here, it will give me a square matrix of type 3 cross 3. That is the rand matrix which basically give you the random numbers from 0 to 1, and writing only one element will give you the square matrix. Similarly, if you want to construct a matrix of your own dimension, just like 2 rows and 4 columns here, and writing it, it will give you the same matrix here which will basically give you the numbers from 0 to 1, and also any other matrices here as well. Okay, so this is the random matrix. Writing rand 3, 4 will give you the matrix of size having 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so that is one of the very important functionality of the rand function. Similarly, now what if I want to construct a random matrix which is composed of numbers of the norm from the normal distribution? So in Matlab, that is the rand n command, and writing the rand n command, what it will give me, it will give me the random numbers from the standard normal normal distribution, okay, which have the mean equal to 0 and standard deviation equal to 1. Similarly, for writing it to construct your own shape, it will also give me like this, okay. So that is the random normal distribution. Similarly, if you want to get the numbers which are of type integer, what you will do, so this Matlab has also another type of random number generator, that is the rand int. In order to construct it, what you will do, you will add rand int and then writing 3, it will give me this one, okay. Similarly, just for writing 1 3, what it will give me, it will give me like this one, and so on, okay. Similarly, 3 rows 1 column, okay, this one similarly writing it. So you will see that every time I will run it, it will give me the numbers from 0 to 1 in the combination which is given here, okay. So that are the random integers, and I can also run them like this, okay. Basically this means 3 total numbers or the range of numbers. Similarly, let me try it as well, 20. So it will give me the numbers in the range of 0 to 20 and the size of 3 1. So you can also see here that the size of it is again 3 cross 1, while the numbers are from 0 to 20 here, okay. So running it again, you will see that the numbers are again from 0 to 20 and so on, okay. So that is about the random integers which I can create from this one. So that's it for today, in which we have discussed the matrices and what are the different types of matrices which are available in the package, which we can use for our own benefits. I will see you with some more functionalities and more matrix operations in our upcoming video. Till then, take care of yourself and I will see you soon.